So many people think the only thing stopping them is the money. If I have the funding, I will launch the idea. If I have the capital, I would have started. Welcome to Streams. On this edition of Streams, I'll be sharing with you 7 hidden capitals that entrepreneurs need to win in order to be successful. Very many people think just about money. Money is important in business, but money is not the only capital that you need. There are 7 hidden capitals that you must understand, appropriate, and use in order to win. Think of it this way. What is a capital in itself? Capital is a resource that enables you to add value or create value. And there are 7 of them that I'll be sharing. And I want you to pay attention, and you will see that you need to win in these 7 categories for you to be successful as an entrepreneur. I'll start with the first obvious one, financial capital. Of course, you need finance, you need money. Money, it could be what you have saved up, it could be a loan, it could be a grant, it could be part of your director's loan. If you are just starting up, it could be a startup capital. But while this is very important as part of your journey, it's not the only thing that you need. If you have money, you need to manage and steward it well. That you have money does not mean you are going to succeed. Go to Silicon Valley, go to people who have raised tons and tons of money for their business. Guess what? They still failed, and that has also happened in history. You remember the case of Samuel Langley. This was a secretary of an institute in the US that was backed by the American government in order to build what was termed to be an aerodrome, which was a forerunner to aeroplanes. In order to beat the Wright brothers, who was not under government supervision, they gave Samuel Langley a lot of money. This grant, about $50,000 in 1898. Guess what? All of his experiments failed with all the access to the research and knowledge of the American government and the funding of that day. He failed. The Wright brothers, with their own personal money, spent just about 1,000, flew a machine consistently, better than what the American government funded. So money alone does not mean you are going to succeed. So thinking, oh, because of money, that's why you didn't succeed. There are other things you can bootstrap. Number 2 is what I called knowledge capital. Knowledge capital is what you know. Is what you know in an industry. If you have the knowledge capital of an industry, people will pay you for that knowledge in that industry. You see, one of the tragedies is that people want to win in an industry where they don't even know or they don't have the requisite knowledge to prevail in that industry. So you need knowledge capital. Number 2, you need reputational capital. What is reputational capital? This is what people believe about you in an industry, or what people believe about you behind closed doors. You see, what people think about you in terms of your reputation is a currency. It will determine what kind of business comes your way, what kind of people will do business with you, because very many times it's a word of mouth journey. People will, talk about you, talk about your brand. So your reputation is a capital and is a major currency that you need. Number 4 is relationship capital. I've said it again and again. Your network is your network. A relationship capital is how you can bring people together, access doors that are close to others. So with your network, you can access certain doors. It's good to work at, but your relationship could also open doors for you. Number 5 is your digital capital. Your digital capital is your presence online. Is what you know, or how you have established your digital presence, how you can be seen, how your information travels. These days, if you have a good online presence, you can access certain markets that is not conventionally available to people. And number 6 is what we call execution capital. Execution capital is your ability to follow through on the ideas you have propounded. A lot of people come up with great ideas. Entrepreneurs, their notebooks or notepads are full of great ideas. What they don't do is execution. Knowledge is potential, power is potential source of money, but execution is the mother of all ideas. If you execute, people around you know that when you have an idea, you follow through and you put it to test. You don't just regurgitate ideas, you execute on your ideas. And number 7 capital is spiritual capital. You must know that you need inner strength because life is full of obstacles. You face disappointment, you face rejection, you will face pressure. But your inner strength to withstand and to be resilient and to be able to come back after every rejection is your spiritual capital. Whatever you believe, you need that spiritual capital. So in the cascading of these capitals, you need to win in all these 7 categories for you to be a rounded entrepreneur that is successful. You don't just win in one area, you must win in all of them. You see that it's not just about money. It's about money, it's about knowledge, it's about execution, it's about reputation, it's about relationship, it's about spiritual journey, it's about execution, and it's about digital presence. You need a combination of everything. It's not one thing and it's not just money. So let me know, what sort of capital are you building? And do you have all these 7 capitals? These are 7 hidden capitals you must build. If you believe this is useful for you, share with other people to understand it's not just money. There's more to building wealth than just money. And be sure to subscribe. There's a link on this side for you to subscribe. I look forward to seeing you on the next edition of stream. Thank you for watching and bye for now.